We're live, I think. I need an audio video check before we get started. I repeat, I need an audio video check. Let me know how we are doing. We'll see how many people show up tonight. I'm doing it in this platform. I'm doing it this way. That way when it streams out, it gets more views. So, need an audio video for people watching. We got June in the house. We got Newburn in the house. We got Mickey in the house. Welcome in, everybody. If you're here and hear me, welcome in. We are going to set a goal for tonight, and that goal is to obviously help the fish room. If anybody is interested, have at it. AV is good. Thank you, Mama June. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, the topic of tonight, as you can read from the titles, let's talk about things in this hobby we don't like, or things we disagree with, or don't care about, or don't find worthy, I should say, or interesting. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody. I don't know if you guys have paid attention, but Happy Place Aquatics is at 2,000 followers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes you just got to pay to play. I hate to put it that way, but you do. You know, I did 962 subscribers. I did it organically that way, and then I got tired of waiting and just said, the hell with it. And here we are. As you can see behind me, June, big dude's in the tank. Look at June. June is going to go toe-to-toe with the big dude. Things that I, first of all, don't like in this hobby. I don't like the click thing. Not happy with the guaranteed charge on top of shipping. I like that one. I like that one. I like how companies send you products and they tell you that it's good and it's actually shit. It's kind of hard to do here. I don't want to just straight diss them out, but you know, they said this was like the cat's ass, and it's junk. It's a 4-in-1 aquarium filter. It couldn't handle a tank with 3 fish in it. So there's that. Man, I think you're the only one in here that's going to talk tonight, June. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Like I said, I did put a goal in the chat. You do, or you do not have to, but if you do, I appreciate you. 130 for one fish, live arrival, plus the cost of the. I agree. I 100% agree. I have yet to order a fish online, but I've had people order fish and send them to me. So that part I cannot answer. Storm's heading this way, so I'm not turning on my computer. Sorry. No need to be sorry. Tiger heater killed my Fahaka puffers. Oh. I am sorry. I had a heater malfunction and kill every one of my dolphin cichlids. I think it was like 25 or 30 of them. It malfunctioned, killed them all. I mean, so heaters are heaters. You know, I get that, but when they malfunction, they go bad. They go quick. It's the only way I can get fish. That's terrible. So if you notice, I'm doing this in the vertical format. Get more views this way. You do. I don't know. You know, my problem is a couple of different things. Everybody is so hooked on test strips and test kits and this and that. Your fish dies. Oh my God, you got to test the water. Well, first, I understand testing your water, but if you know your tank, you know how your fish should act and how they usually are. My thing is, if you've been keeping fish long enough, you can honestly see how your fish act, and you can tell if something is off. You know, I think I have tested. I can count on a number of hands how many times I have tested my water. I think the test strips or the test kits and strips are a good thing. However, sometimes they're not. So that's my thing on them. Because, you know, you could have a series of things that cause events like an old fish or fish got bullied. A fish is just shitty bred. I hate to put it that way. Everybody's always going for the water parameters of the, you know, the lake where the fish came from or the area the fish is native to. Most of your fish are native to a fish farm or a fish store. So you need to match that. You know, everybody is quick to jump to buy all these chemicals. You don't really need to. You test a new tank and then stop. That's fine. You're looking at the cycle. That's fine. But if every time a fish dies, you jump in and, oh my God, I got to test my water. Oh my God, oh my God. Fish get sick. You get fish sick, actually. They come sick most of the time. You don't even know it, you know? If it's wild caught, I would make, yeah, absolutely. See, now that's where that dude over there is a little tricky because he acted a little different when I put him in this tank than when I had him in the other tank I had him in. I had to slightly change some things. But once I just chucked him in here after he went through the change in the other tank, he was okay. He is a wild caught Oscar. He is not like from a pet store. He's from a pet store, but he's not from the pet store. So, that is a good question. And unfortunately, right at the moment, I cannot talk about that. They have all kinds of parasites and who knows what. I agree. I agree. Can I count down from 10? Wow. I mean, brother, if that gets you off, then have at it. 9876543, your mom. Oh, gonna be that kind of evening. Let's check out this gentleman's channel, shall we? Got one subscriber, got no videos. So I think you just get on here and watch people, which is cool. You like watching people. I get it. You know, I haven't seen in a while, Sam. My buddy Sam that likes gloves. I haven't seen him in a while, but he usually popped in on Sundays. So Sam might be looking for me on Sundays and being a bit confused that I'm not there and he can't ask me about the gloves that I'm not wearing. I was going to show him my new gloves. Oh, damn. You're going to put him on blast. Uh-oh. I have no idea who that is. He's got one subscriber, though, and that definitely ain't going to be me. No offense, homie. I don't know who you are. Haven't seen Sam Gloves in a minute. Welcome in, Jesse. Welcome in. But like I said, we're at the 2,000 subscriber mark finally. I took some advice of some of my fellow YouTubers. So it is what it is. I love when you get people that come in and troll your live streams. It's great. So how is Jesse? I haven't talked to Jesse in a while. Yeah, Jesse, as of right now, I am sitting at 2,034 subs. So I'm at the 2K mark. Hopefully I can start throwing some videos out there and get that a little higher. I have something in the works. It's something that even JRock-Q1R would even appreciate. So it's coming. You just have to bear with me. Once I get there and I get what I got to do, it's going to be on like that. So you'll see. I'm also going to start. Now I'm going to make a Jesse reference here. I got my other channel. I'm going to start pumping. I'm going to start promoting on that channel. I'm going to get my car channel past this one if it kills me. Yes, Oscars. Big guy right behind me. He's like 16 inches long. He's a good fish. Awesome fish. You got a touch of a cold or something. That ain't good. Guys, I had some really good food for dinner. I had some homemade beef stroganoff. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So anybody out there watching that knows who makes beef stroganoff, thank you. It was delicious. Especially with some cream. Anywho's or whaty. Back to things that I don't like in the hobby. So how do you clean your glass on your aquariums? How do you do it? You know, everybody always harps on you can't use this, you can't use that. You can't use Windex on your glass on your tank. You're going to kill your fish. You ready for this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at them. They're still alive. You can use Windex. Just don't spray it near the tank. Spray it on the damn rag. That's what we do. You know, I know some people who have started into the you got some people that have started into the hobby. They started out with a single fish, like a betta fish, and it died on them. Contacted me about some information, talking to me. You know, I explained to them what you need to do. Even helped them. Gave them a filter that's already cycled, so you got an instant cycle basically there. I know everybody's going to argue with me that you can't basically instant cycle. Yes, you can. I've done it a million times. Anywho's or whaty. And they lost their first one. They got a second one that lived a little longer. Now, my thing is, people got to understand when you buy betta fish from certain places, these places are just, these poor fish are bred poorly. They're just terrible. So we got one here for shit. I spray it right on the glass, never an issue. Got another one that says they spray it directly on the glass, never had an issue. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your feedback. I spray it on the rag. That's me. You know, I mean, just don't get over top of the tank and just spray it in the water and kill your fish. Welcome. I've never had an issue spraying it on a rag or wiping the face of the tank off. It's always been a good time. You know, that's another thing that a lot of people don't do, and it's just, yeah. Mama June says she doesn't use Windex, she uses water. Warren said he missed you on Saturday, Jesse. I think we all did. I typically go in and, jump in. I'll catch some of your live stream, or I'll go back and rewatch it at night when I'm, just trying to relax and chill out, lay in bed, watch a live stream, or, something of that nature. But we'll get back to what I was saying about, I don't even know what the hell I was saying. See, I lost my place. I wonder if anybody out there is making a quiche. Wonder what a doll face is doing. Oh, making a quiche. Anywho, Jesse had stuff to do. So, the betta fish. They ended up catching the last one they had, ended up cutting itself on a rock. And got a little bit of a fungus on it, and the fish was too far gone. It started pine coning. It was end of day for it, and it discouraged this person from getting another fish. So I'm gonna have to set up a way to help this person start over. It's not hard. I have cycled sponge filters. I think I'm going to go with a little bigger one this time for them. I've got, the smaller ones. I got a medium one. I got a big one. Jim, come and get 2 75s and a 65 from me. Comes with some fish for free. Let me guess. Convict cichlids? Man, I'm getting rid of tanks, Jesse. Like, legitimately getting rid of tanks. I have 3 fish left in my saltwater tank. As soon as they're gone, that entire stand's coming down. I'm taking 2 55s down and a stand. I'm going to keep the tanks. I like the tanks. One of them is my OG tank, and that is my saltwater tank. That 55 will never leave my house. I will keep that tank until I'm done with the hobby, and then I'll probably break it and throw it in the trash because it'll be junk by now. By then, I should say. I have got my 40 breeder emptied out. It's getting ready to go underneath of the 240. The stand that I have Noisy on, I'm not a fan of. It's a metal stand, don't get me wrong. It'll hold 275 tanks perfectly. But I have a prettier stand that I would like to put Noisy on and put something else on the bottom. So this is bad to say. I've got one discus and a Geo in a 75-gallon tank. I'm waiting for that discus and the Geo to just, and I'm done with that setup. That entire setup's going to come down. I'm going to take my 2 lemon Oscars. They're going to go into 240 behind me. And I'm going to start over with something different in that tank. You guys know me as the gentleman who is the king of the Acara. I have always kept Acara. I've had thousands of Acara. Okay? We're going to say it the American way, Acara, not Acara. So I'm going to set up another tank. I've got some coming. Yeah, I'm downsizing, but I have fish coming. It's because I want my electric blue Acara back. I'm going to set up an Acara-only display tank in the center of my basement. I have my 125 that's got all of my wild caughts in it, and my only 2 remaining that are electric blues. I'm going to set it up in the center, and I'm going to make it's going to be scaped beautifully. It's going to have driftwood, rocks. It's going to look nice. It's going to be something for my Acara. I love those fish. It's just going to happen. Jesse is downsizing. I understand. I think I heard you talking about that on your live stream the other weekend. You will order some electric jacks. I like them, but I don't know how. I got a Jack Dempsey in here, and the dude's kind of a dick. Got them from Dan's Fish. They look like the electric jacks. I love my electric blue Acara. Electric blue Acara are one of my favorite fish in this hobby. The other thing, like I said before earlier when we were talking about this when I first beginning, I don't like the click aspect of here. Guys, we're doing the same hobby. We're all trying to keep fish alive in a glass box. I don't care if you don't like the way somebody's tank is set up. You don't like that they're running a swamp tank, or you don't like that they're running a sand tank, or they're running clown puke gravel, or they've got live plants, or they got fake plants. Just respect what they're doing because they're trying. If their fish are alive and look healthy, what does it care what they have in the tank? Decor is decor. I don't care. I've had some of the cheesiest ones you can talk about. Hell, look at my Purple Planet tank. It's got purple clown puke gravel in. And damn it, is the prettiest, most healthiest tank I have. So that's what I'm at. Welcome in, Mark. I thought you weren't turning your computer on, man. I hope you guys have very good luck with that storm down there, man. I really do. Not all fish are nice. I agree. I have 2 of the 3 people from my chat group that are in here. We have Mark and Jesse in the house. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Guys, memberships are available. Go to the channel and get them. And if you have questions, comments, or concerns that you would like to speak to me about that are not able to do on here, my email address is in the channel description. I am looking forward to doing more videos. I'm looking forward to bringing some things out. Okay, you're on your phone then. Welcome in. Oh, man, not very many people call me Jimmy. Most people call me Jim, but Jimmy's fine. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You lost your Acaras in the move. That is terrible. I'm sorry. That is sorry. So sorry. I have 2 electric blue from my originals. These are babies of my originals, I should say. My OG had babies. Their babies had these ones, so they're like the 3rd or 4th ones to be born in my fish room. Absolutely love the fish. I mean, I really do. It is one of my favorite fish ever. And I'm looking forward to keeping them a little longer. So, just an oddball Endeavor gal trying to break out of the shell while showing off her tanks. I'm going to look at some of your tanks. I like looking at people's tanks. Oh, you got an Oscar. I love Oscars. If you can't tell, I love Oscars. Oscars are one of my favorite fish. Oh, you can call me Jimmy. I don't care. It's just usually people that are close to me are the ones that call me that. Jimmy is perfectly fine. I'll answer to that. I'll answer to James. You just won't answer if you call me late for dinner. As you can tell by the size of me, food is key. Thank you for your 17 months. I appreciate you, June. I appreciate you. I've kept a lot of fish, and I think some of the easiest fish that I've ever kept is going to have to be ones that a lot of people don't like, and that's going to be, they don't like. It's not that they don't like them; they don't keep them regularly. Severums. I don't really have issues with severums, and a lot of people have problems with severums. They end up losing their severums, or they have some kind of something happens to them, or they're not healthy off the jump. But I've never had an issue with them. I mean, the 2 that are in here are about my oldest fish in the room, to be honest with you. I am pretty sure they're Shit, they're probably a couple months shy of 5 years old. And they do just fine in a tank full of larger fish. However, they are, in fact, a good size themselves. They are green Severums. I mean, you see there's a wild caught Oscar, tiger Oscar, another tiger Oscar, an albino tiger Oscar. I have a copper Oscar over here. I have a female Lutino behind me, and I have two lemons upstairs. So Oscars are definitely a fish that I keep. I have a Midas cichlid down here. Unfortunately, Noisy will have to be moved. I don't want to move Noisy, though. I like Noisy where Noisy is. I turn the corner, and Noisy is right there. And Noisy is a beautiful fish. Your Oscar likes to... My Oscars are goofy a-holes. They wait until I'm actively cleaning the tank and bite me. They do that. My first Oscar had my whole entire thumb in his mouth. And he took him a minute to let go. You've never had Severums. That's... They're easy. I love Severums. One day I'll have some. I recommend getting them. I mean, I do. June, look at June. June is right there front and center. June is a beautiful fish. Down in the other tank, June was all dark. June is gray. She is more gray than she is anything else. She's very, like, I go to the tank and she recognizes me. See? Plus, they all do because they want some food. Are there discus fish? There are discus fish. I only have one, though, and it's upstairs in a tank basically by itself with a Geophagus. I mean, it's my last discus I have out of the 12 that I started with. It's a learning curve, but it was an expensive learning curve, let me tell you. And I'm going to tell you what I learned, that I am not going to keep them. Welcome in, CC. Welcome in. I did not see that was you. I thought it was somebody else, but damn it, CC. You got to get some Severums. You do. I have got, believe it or not, I still have some baby Severums. She does look happy with the other Oscars. I agree. Just don't put many plants with Severums. Swords and Anubia sometimes fare well. Mine ate every plant they were in. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. You know, I have, for those who know, I have a 300-gallon pond. It's on the other side of the fish room. In that 300-gallon pond is probably a handful of goldfish. I have some rosy red minnows, and I have a pleco. Guys, I have a lot of African cichlids. I have a tank upstairs with probably 30 or 40 of them in it. Probably not that many anymore. Probably about 20. I've got a 90 over here with probably 50 or 60 in it. Yes, they are overstocked for a reason. And I have another 75 that's probably got 20 or 25 in it. Yes, it's overstocked for a reason. I don't know if I want to put them in the 300-gallon pond, remove the goldfish, or do I want to take all of my Severums and put them in my pond? Because, guys, I have turquoise Severum, I have green Severums, I have a red spotted gold Severum, and I have red shoulder Severums. My red shoulder Severums, I have been growing these things. I think we're on like year 2 to get them to where they are now. I had 19 of them. I got rid of 12. And the only reason why I got rid of 12 is because I only wanted 8. But the only way that I could get the 8 I wanted, I had to take them all. And I bought them all. Well, I bought the 8 and I had to take the other 11 with it. So I got rid of 12. I kept 7 total. So I have got seven red shoulder Severums that I would like to put into my 125 in the middle. I want to rescape that tank. And I don't want to crash it because that has been one of my outstanding tanks. That's another thing I want to get into. We're talking about things that I don't like in the hobby. Everybody goes and has their own opinion on how they do and set up things, okay? Doesn't make it right or wrong. Now, my thing is when you set up a tank and, you've got it running for a little bit, and you're sitting back and you're enjoying it, and you're like, I should have escaped that differently. I hate the way that our minds change about the way we escaped our tanks. I've got my oh damn, that's why you're doing what you're doing. I got more fry in my 125. Sorry. I got excited. I seen fish. Are they going to make it? Probably not. Am I going to pull them out? No. Unfortunately, it's survival of the fishes at this point. I hate to say it that way, but it's survival of the fishes. Now, if I wanted to take these two fish and put them in a different tank, I would throw some sand in one of my 20 talls. I would probably bring it over here and put it on the bottom of this stand. I would slap a heater in it. I would hook it up to air, put a nice sponge filter in there. And I'd take the rock that these two idiots keep making babies on, and I'd put it in this tank. And there we go. I would have something that would just keep producing fry. I don't want to keep producing fry. I had this goal of wanting to sell fish, okay? And I had it set up, and that dream got squashed. So I had to take and do my thing another way. I stopped hating years ago. Plop and drop. I get it. Oscar, stop eating plants mostly. That's good to know. Wild caught, don't bother plants. It's good to know. My guys rescape the tank for me all the time. Like literally, these plants were over here. Like over here. They're all over here now. So that's what we do. That is what we do. We just go through tanks and plants and fish and just keep going. YouTube dashboard. Congratulations on your 2,000 subscribers. That is a new achievement. What did I unlock? Did I unlock greatness? No, I just unlocked 2,000 subscribers, and now I got to get the watch time hours. So I'm gonna have to pull a Jesse. I think I'm gonna have to start live streaming 10 hours a day in a vertical format. Sorry, guys. I'll put some music on. I think I can do that with Restream. If I plopped and dropped half the fish I keep, they'd die. I understand. Some fish are sensitive. Trip acclimate for me. I don't plop and drop necessarily. I do it for let's see. I will take mine and float them in the bag to get them temperature acclimated. I don't necessarily acclimate them to the water. I mean, they're coming from basically the same water system that I have. So, I mean, my local fish store is literally a mile from my house. We're on the same water system. We have the same water parameters. I don't really need to do that. Then you got guys like George Farmer who become a flu ball ambassador who sets up a $20K worth of cameras and lighting in a room with flawless tank setups and spends his hours and hours and hours moving a grain of sand. Such a waste of life. I get that. I hate when you escape a tank and a few months later the plants you really like die and something else takes over. That is terrible. I have that problem going on with guppy grass right now. I got so much of it, I don't know what the fuck to do with it. Depends on the fish, really. My more sensitive fish can't plop, but like guppies, my Acara, they don't care. I've had problems with Acara just plopping and dropping. Like some of them have not made it from the plop and drop method. When I sit there and let them, acclimate with the temperature, they're fine. I would 100% agree with this. You can chuck an Oscar right in the tank, you'll be fine. 100%. You know what? My local fish store owner said it the best to me. He said you can throw an Oscar in a toilet and you'll do just fine. I'm like, man, I really don't want to put my Oscar in the shitter, but I mean, if that's what you think, then let's get at it. I'd like to throw a big congratulations out to somebody who's a channel member of mine and a friend of mine. I talk to him a lot. He's not on here, but I'd like to congratulate Slim Tim on the birth of his baby boy. I know he would probably like to put that out there himself, but I don't care. So. But yeah, see, now this is where things got a little weird for me. So I have some F-Zeros or some F1s maybe. I don't know. They're wild caught, so they're F-Zeros. My Acara are wild caught. They're straight from the river. They're not from a fish farm. They're straight from the river. I know I paid for them. I was afraid of how I was going to do this. So I tested the water they came out of. I mean, I tested everything. And to be honest with you, my water wasn't much different. The pH was a little different. Not terribly. The KH was a little different. My water's hard enough to fucking walk on. But I did drip acclimate those. And I got those ones to where they are. Hey, Tim, just so you're aware, I let the cat out of the bag that you had a beautiful baby boy, and I congratulated you on a live stream. So there you go. But I did drip acclimate those fish because those fish were expensive. I probably have, I don't know, $500, maybe $600 worth of Acara in a tank over here that are wild caught. What the fuck? What the actual fuck did I just miss? Do you ever get one of those notifications on your phone and then you go and you look and it's not fucking there? Yeah, I just got one of those. Just got one of those. So. I'm sorry. You know, guys, I'm gonna have to get some of my other people in here as well that follow me and we chit chat back and forth with, because it would be nice to have so many other people in here as well. The way there's more than just the ones that are here. I can't wait to get back out into nature. I actually went out. I posted it on Facebook. That's why he's late. You drip the angels. Angels are surprisingly sensitive. Yes, they are. They're like freaking discus for some reason for me. I can't keep them alive. That's why I don't have angelfish. I've had them for a while, but I don't have them. He's now chilling with his son. Annoying little effing fish. I agree. You know what? She said I'm not enough. That's sad. Oh, you are more than enough. Guys, Mama June is more than enough. Remember that. Have no idea where Garcia is. Garcia may be in the middle of doing some Garcia things, but the world may never know. He usually pops up by now. He does. Let's talk about the most annoying fish in the hobby. That's one I don't have. That's the most annoying fish. Angels, I have plenty. I have none. I can't keep them alive. Yeah, the most annoying fish is the one that I don't have. Guys, I have wild caught fish over here, no heater, running on a hang on the back with some some plants in the tank. These dudes are doing fantastic. I do need to do a water change on that tank. There's a bunch of tanks down here I need to do a water change on. I really do. There's some I need to do some water changes on. I need to keep up on the old maintenance. I need to rescape the 125 in the center. I basically need to take the plants that are in there out, clean them off because they look like absolute ass. Just reposition some things, move some sand around, clean the filter. I'm not going to clean the filter the same day I clean the plants off because I don't want to lose beneficial bacteria. What fish is the most annoying would be the one that I don't have, Jesse. That's all of them. I don't have all the fish that I want. I still need to get my Walroo back. I'm going to try Walroo again, goddammit. If it's going to kill me, I'm going to fucking keep those fish. For those that don't know what a Walroo is, look it up. Walroo apicanthoid. Love them. Amazing little fish. But mine make it to that big and die. Or they get velvet and die. I'm sick of that. Hey, Slim. You've bitched about it a couple times now. There it is. Show them the pic of the back of his head with this hair. Man, you're going to make me pull out pictures on my phone. You're going to make me go look for pictures on my phone. After you've sent me like 3,000 pictures. Guys, the baby weighs more than Slim Tim. Just so I can put that out there, he weighs more than Slim Tim. We all know Slim Tim is tiny, but the baby is bigger. Came out the womb bigger. Already got a job. Here we go. Let me darken the screen a bit. There we go. And I'm getting notifications. So that is Slim Tim's little bundle of joy. Y'all need my little tank angels. No heater. Cyanobacteria thrive in little tanks. I don't keep annoying fish. I've only had one Acara. He's still alive, but barely eats. I treated for parasites, but still only nibbles on flakes. Fish has tested my patience. I have ran into this. So what kind of food are you feeding your Acara? I used to feed mine flakes, and then I noticed they didn't like it. So I switched over and I got New Life Spectrum semi-floating pebbles, like the 1.5 millimeter. Drop them in. Awesome. They will eat that. 100% correct. Flakes are really hard for Acara to find. That's why I usually use pellets. Then they can go look for it in the sand. They can find them there. Occasionally throw in a cube of, like bloodworms. They'll find those, no problem. You have an annoying hubby. Oh, that's sad. That is sad. Send him my way, June. I don't mind having some annoying people. Jesus Christ. It's all fun and game until somebody pulls out the brass butt knuckles. I sent that to a few people. I sent it to a few people. Little man can rip some big old farts. Yeah. Babies are good for that. They're also good for shitting up their back, too. I'm glad I don't have any kids. And at the same time, I wish I did have some kids. But you know what? That's how life actually worked out for me. So it is what it is. It's how it is. You guys want me to feed them? If I feed them, I got to feed the rest of the fish room. Woo! Look at that RTC back there, just shining. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh. Oh, God. That is hilarious. All right, we're going to feed these monsters. Man, whoever's sending me shit on Instagram, please stop. For like 30 seconds. I have to put my phone on vibrate when I come down here to do this. You guys ready? Here we go. And now they're going to fight over the food. I'm coming, Noisy. I'm coming, Daisy. I'm coming, Daisy. That fish hits the water like she's a fucking air pilot. Oh. Man, they just smashing food over there, aren't they? Oh, paper boy, you fucking loud. Fish, you live, you don't die. Make fun of your girlfriend, your Chinese. I know you guys can hear me. I'm over here motherfucking something, bitch. Oh, I didn't know there was a piece of driftwood in there. The more you know. I didn't know there was a piece of driftwood in Noisy's tank. I do now. For those of you who have watched my channel, you guys know who Noisy is. It's my Midas cichlid, not Noisy Aquatics. I haven't talked to that dude in forever. But I feel like Noisy, my Midas cichlid, needs a better name. So we need to come up with a name for Noisy. Name will always be Noisy, but Noisy just needs a different name. also got a ridiculously large pothos plant over here now, too. So, he's a fish rescue now. Good for him. Oh. All right, what did I miss? $19-month member. Thank you, Slim. I don't annoying hubby, little man, shit, balls. Yeah, that's funny. Juniors, 3 girls. That was new experience. Rod's Food Fest Water Smallmouth Blend. Sickler pellets died within. Oh God. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word either, CC. Or however you spelled it. New experience. I've tried Tetra Prime granulates, Viper Bites, Sickler pellets from Akari. He just ignores them, but will eat Tetra flakes. I don't get NL food in South Africa. Have you tried soaking the food in garlic juice? It's a good idea. Thank you, Slim. Bug bites and North Fin, big pellets. A lot of those they'll eat. I've had Garlic Guard by Seakim. Live food. I mean, I would go with baby brine shrimp and see what he does. How long has this been going on? We'll eat bloodworms. Unfortunately, in South Africa, we don't have access to a lot of products like you guys in the U.S. Got it. Wonder how Noisy's DIY 3D background is coming along. No video on for a while. Warren, that is a problem. Sorry. Noisy put it above the tank. He said it wouldn't stay put. What happens when you use, that's what happens when you use styrofoam in a body of water. It floats. I get that. There for a minute, I was a fish rescue. Shit, I was getting fish left and right. Now I've just been turning them down because I don't want them. If it ain't something that I'm interested in keeping, I won't let them die. But if it ain't something I'm interested in keeping, I'm not keeping them. $737 messages. Jesus. I got spammed by somebody. Man. I know a few fish keepers in South Africa. Pretty sure it's all special order from. Oh yeah. What about on the Gatorade? Once I run out of this, I've actually got to switch over to a different one because if I feed this to my wild caught, or not my wild caughts, my lemons, they're going to turn red. I don't want them to turn red. I want my lemons to stay lemony. Yeah, I said lemony. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn them back over to something bigger, something different. Human created fish. It's a good idea. How about night crawlers like earthworms? I'm sure you can find worms somewhere. What about black worms, things like that? Are those available in South Africa? Just a question. And then the next question is, what time is it in South Africa? Because it's like 8:41 p.m. here. Holy crap. I had somebody send me a text message. They're watching our live stream, but don't feel like commenting in it. that they use water and a magic eraser sponge with no bleach to clean the glass on their tank. Yeah, fishing worms, mealworms. Shit, hold on. How about some freeze-dried krill? Like freeze-dried krill. Yeah, you see that. That's what I paid for it. And here's some other krill that I got. You see, that's what I paid for it. 2:42 a.m. and you are watching me. I appreciate you. That is awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I'm working night shift. I get it. You got to work. Sometimes you got to work night shift. I worked third shift for a while. Crickets. I know Maya Cara love crickets. Mine eat pretty much whatever I put in the tank. They've eaten tilapia, pieces of shrimp. They've ate all kinds of stuff. Man, I can't tell you if there's a fish alive down here in this tank. Pretty sure they may have all died. So that's going to be sad. Those are my babies. Wow, that little dude is beautiful. Holy shit. I've got like 6 little baby fish in a 75. I don't feed much krill other than to these big guys. The big guys will mess some krill up, let me tell you. Black soldier fly worms, mealworms, yeah, things like that'll work. Frozen bloodworms. Nobody said anything to you, Alexa. Shut up. Bitch be acting all stupid. Man, like I said, you can buy like regular shrimp that you eat, like cocktail shrimp, believe it or not, and cut them up, and they'll even eat that. Pieces of like tilapia, things of that nature. Fish are carnivores, man. I hate to put it that way. If you leave a fish in the tank dead long enough, the other fish are going to eat it. Survival of the fishes. June, I'd like to see the ingredients list before I would purchase food from people that I can't read the labels on. You know what I mean? Send some out to people. I'll never go through it all. Hey, you can do a live stream and make it a giveaway. You can get rid of it then. I think I'm going to go get some earthworms. Fishing worms and watch these big guys have at it. Slap a hot dog in there and see what they do. Jesus Christ. Tim, if you're texting me, man, they're coming through 3 times everything you send me. Unless you're doing it on purpose. If you're doing it on purpose, that's kind of a dick move. I like the cichlid mix he has. The fish like it too. It's nothing against him. I just want to see the ingredients list. Looks like I'm going fucking bald right here. What the fuck? There's hair there, I promise. Hey, I mean, it's worth a shot. It's delayed because I'm in my basement. That's why it's delayed, Tim. It is great to give. The other half gets upset because I have a whole shelf in the freezer for fish food, shrimp, tilapia, bloodworms, brine shrimp, omnivore mixes, you name it. Hey. Let them be aggravated. I'm the kind of dude that'll put cylinder heads in the dishwasher. So, I mean, it is what it is. I've never put a cylinder head in my dishwasher, but I have washed some car parts in the dishwasher. I think I put part of a carburetor through it because it got hot enough to clean the jets out in it to where it was just unstick them. I had to get a fish fridge. The fam didn't like fish food in with our food. Hey, well, I got fish food upstairs in mine. I got frozen krill, frozen brine shrimp, bloodworms. I've got a bunch of frozen shit up there I need to get through. I've had it for a while. It's probably freezer burned, but these fuckers ain't gonna care. They're gonna eat it anyway. I've got a little tank right here I got to clean out and take down. I really don't like to show it because people are going to make fun of me, but you know what? Fuck it. It is what it is. That little guy. It has a whole colony of snails in it that are just enjoying something that is a carcass right there in the corner. That carcass is a dead fish. They have been eating it. I have not taken it from them, nor have I think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave it be. So. Cha. Fun times. Well, like I said, I would like to. I'm going to have to move Noisy as much as I don't want to. I was honestly wanting to try to put Noisy in there. And Noisy's violent, so Noisy's not going to go in there. Noisy is very violent. I'm almost afraid to feed shrimp to my arowana anymore. He's going to jump out the tank trying to get it faster than I give it. I understand that. I had an Oscar jump out, pretty good size Oscar, and smack the floor. It was not fun. So in my planet tank, CC, I will take a dead fish and I will shove it in the substrate underneath of a plant, and it's free fertilizer. If you're healthy, if your tank is healthy enough, it'll take a couple of fish deaths without doing anything to it. That was the main complaint, the dead fish. I bury my fish in the backyard. I got a fish graveyard in the backyard, like a pet cemetery. Go back there one of these days and you'll see a fish swimming out of the ground. I get complaints about my fish tanks all the time. What kind of complaints do you get? That's what I want to know. I get people telling me that I'm mistreating my fish because I have plastic plants in there. A lot of people don't know that African cichlids eat plants. Some of your South American cichlids eat plants, especially them big bastards. back there over my shoulder, right there. These dickheads. So I get complaints from people who just don't, I don't even care. I think my complaints come from the internet more than family because nobody comes to my house anymore. It's just me and my dog. It's actually relatively peaceful. I enjoy it. I don't have nobody bothering me. You know, I can walk around in my underwear if I want to. Matter of fact, I could be sitting here doing this live stream in my underwear. You'd never know unless I got up. There's that. You are abusing your angelfish because you didn't have wood in the tank. I had a gentleman watch my short the other day and told me that there's too many fish in the fish tank. Didn't bother to read the caption. Caption says fish store. It's the best fish store around me. In my opinion, probably the best fish store there is. And wasn't in English, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody, and I don't care. But you know, read. Reading is key. It's the fundamental thing of life. If you read the fucking caption sometimes, you can see what somebody's talking about. Man, I am literally going to break this phone. La da dee da da da. People suck. People suck. People fucking suck. Thing of life. Read the fucking caption. La da dee da 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 da. I need to share this post. Come on, phone, function. If the other half has a complaint about the tanks, I tell him to fix it, then he shuts up. Ah, nice. I don't have another half anymore, so I don't have nobody to tell me what I can and can't do in my fish room. It's just me. You know what I mean? However, I do need to straighten some shit up, change some things around. I need to take some canister filters down. Well, welcome in. I appreciate you showing up. Yes, I did get up, and I, in fact, am not in my underwear, Tim. I am in basketball shorts. I know that disappoints you to like no end, but my guy, I'm in basketball shorts. They're black. They have neon green or black and gray with neon outlines. They're made by a company called And1. So there it is. So that's that. So that's what I do. Once again, I got to thank a couple of my, one of my channel members. I love that sign. So Mystic Pets, if you're still watching, thank you for that sign. That will always be part of my fish room, even if I don't do a YouTube anymore. Also, my banner, love that as well. I can't believe how long this pothos is, man. This thing is all the way over there and comes all the way across the room. Like, I'd like to, fuck it. I'll show you. Extreme close-up of my big ass. So, all the way over there. Starts in the very corner of that tank back there. Goes up and over. Goes over my security camera. Got a couple of dead leaves there. Goes across my fish that's hanging on the wall. Goes up the side of the tank. And goes all the way across and starts to come down. Yes, that is a fucking clock. Don't judge me. As you see, there's the rest of the fish room that is not on camera. Your 3-year-old loves fishes. Well, turn the TV on, put your 3-year-old in front of my channel. I would definitely suggest muting some of the content. But, there's fish there. I've got some 10-hour live streams of tanks. You can watch the fish swim around. There's music behind some of it. Mystic Pets is here, but she is busy doing taxes. I got mine done, thank God. I got to get back to laundry, then tank maintenance. Back to lurking. Appreciate you being here. Enjoy your laundry and your tank maintenance, and enjoy the lurking. Chick, just like I said, go to my channel, pull it up. There's like 10-hour live streams of just certain tanks swimming around. There's also videos. So you can watch those. And there's a lot of people in my chat that have beautiful tanks that do things as well. You know who her mother is, knows need to censor. That's a fact. Same as me. I don't have a filter. I think I lost that filter 25 years ago. That filter just said and gone. Tanya's doing her taxes. Leave her alone. She is turbo-taxing the shit out of some things right now. She's trying to get some money back. She needs to buy some fish and some reptiles. So we're going to leave her be. I've been trying to convince Tommy to bring back the conspiracy theory podcast. I'd love to get back into that with him. That would be awesome. But he's working. I'm working. I've got things going on. He's got things going on. So it just hasn't really happened. Holy shit. Thank you, June. Thank you. Appreciate you. I appreciate the super chat, June. You're awesome. Slim Tim has got a few 5 or 6 hour live streams of his tanks. A lot of us do. Salient Aquatics is another one that has some 10-hour live streams. I'm going to pick a tank and I'm going to start just getting it. You know what I mean? I need to get to that 4,000 watch hours. I've got the subscribers. Now I got to get to the watch hours. So I was close to the watch hours for a while, and then, life happened, surgeries, other things, and here we are. I appreciate you, June. So, but, I got to get this going. I'm probably going to do a live stream of my, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live stream of my 125 Akara tank. I know this tank could do great. People seem to love this tank. Every time I post a short, a big dude here, it goes pretty sick. Like, I did that short the other night on the last live stream I did. That short got like 1,000 views like that. So we're going to do another one. Guys, we're doing a live stream short. Let's check these bastards out, shall we? Jack Dempsey. Just fed them, so don't judge. This dude loves to be on camera. Got some beefing. And there we go. We just did a nice little live stream short that I'm going to post. Probably going to post it right meow. But, YouTube's got an issue where if you post it and then you have some sound behind it and they just get their panties in a knot and you end up getting, some copyright stuff. I don't need some copyright stuff, so I typically just use some music that they have and just go from there. I'm working on setting up a 24/7 stream of my tanks. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I think I'm gonna put Freebird to that song because it's just or to that video for some reason. I just feel like it fits. What do y'all think, Freebird? Jesus Christ, Tim. I think I would I don't think I would have said that. Uno momento por favor. All right, now that I've got the song selection out of this video for the short, let's see how it does, shall we? I couldn't play the music over here because YouTube, even though I'm on the YouTube app making the fucking short, YouTube would have flagged it. I would have been, yeah, I would have been copyright restricted. My son said, "Don't talk about my balls." Oh, them's my balls. Oh, got to get in there and get the balls. Oh. Shit. Did somebody really just say, "Go, Trump, go"? Sir or madam, whoever you may be, I may or may not support your decision, but I do not, I repeat, I do not talk politics or religion on my channel. So appreciate you supporting who you support, but I don't do that here. Thank you. What's good, Garcia? I am not sure who you are, but what's good? Thank you for being here. You want to talk about that area? That's fun. Oh, don't want anybody talking about the nether regions. I'm sorry. Sometimes the nether regions get talked about. People, don't forget to like the short, or the short that I just did. Don't forget to like the stream. Shit. Get in there. Like it. Ah, that's your son. Welcome in, son. Garcia's son, I should say. Yeah, my son, but Garcia's son. Everybody calls me Jimbo. Well, especially Garcia. Garcia calls me Jimbo. We got Tim calling me Jimbo. And that reminds me, I got to call Flatbed. I do got to call Flatbed. I got to check on my man. Got to check on my man. Oh, good Lord. Garcia Aquatics in the house. Man, I hope that short does well. The last one I did fantastic. I mean, like quick, fast, and in a hurry. I've got a weird sense of humor. Should have never left Alaska. It's too damn here. I'm sure it's too damn something. It's probably hot. I don't know what the temperature is in Alaska, but from everything I've ever seen, it's usually cold. I'm not a big fan of cold. Glad to have my son back. Tim is holding his son. He is excited, guys. Like, Tim is super excited to have his kid. He finally got his boy. It only took him a few times to, only took him 4 babies to get what he wanted. I'm going to go in there and be the first one to like my my short that I just put out. Yeah, I'm not a fan of hot. I'm not a fan of cold. I like the in between. I live in a shitty state, so I get it hot and cold. Like, we get, blue ball blistering cold in the winter, and then we get 100 degrees with 100% humidity in the summer. So it's like swimming around in your own sweat, or freezing around in your own sweat while you're shoveling or snow blowing the driveway. June's youngest lives in Alaska. Driving around listening to my live stream. Well, thank you for driving around and listening to me. I'm sure there's plenty of other things on the radio that you could listen to other than me, but I appreciate you listening to me. I am, in fact, really happy that people are tuning in. People are watching me. I appreciate that. I have crested that 2,000 mark, Garcia. I have reached 2,000 subscribers. Imagine that. I got there. He says I get all 4 seasons in 1 week. I get all 4 seasons in 12 hours, Tim. It was 70 degrees today. Guess what it's supposed to do tomorrow? Freezing rain and some snow. Yay. Bring it on. Snow god's a pussy. I said it. The snow god's a pussy. I got a taco out in the driveway. I'll go where the hell I want. Yes, Garcia. I am saying that I am going through perimenopause and I get hot flashes. I'm at the beginning stages of it to where, my uterus is starting to fall. My boobs hurt. I mean, it's just, I'm hot all the time. I got to buy some Depends because I keep peeing myself. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. We get 2 seasons, hot and cold. I get all 4 seasons in sometimes 12 hours. Like I said, it gets nuts here. It is wild to have 2,000 subscribers. Like, I mean, it is wild. No, Tim, they're not man boobs. They're called middies or man titties. Also can call them moobies. Man boobies. Moobies. Guys, I am in no way, shape, or form affiliated with Slim Tim Smoky Aquatics. He's over here talking about men boobs. We know he likes them that way. He prefers his men in biker shorts, wearing neon pink sunglasses. And doing Kegels. Slim is going to learn not to mess with me because I can give it right back to him. We love the Kegels. You got to work that. You got to work that pelvic floor. You got to get that floor nice and raised. Get it nice and high and tight. Keeps you from peeing yourself at night or when you cough. Oh, Jesus. I really enjoy the people that come onto my live streams, even the trolls. The dude earlier telling me to count back from 10 so, he can finish. That was great. I don't know if he liked the fact that I said 1, 2, 3, or no, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 with your mom, but it is what it is. I don't care. You come on my live stream, you talk some smack, I'm going to give you some smack back. Now I'm going to talk about the last thing in this hobby that upsets me. Guys, so say you're doing some things, okay? Say you're doing this hobby, okay? And you get the opportunity to meet somebody that is kind of a celebrity in this hobby. I'm not going to shit on him. I'm not going to talk bad about him. I'm just going to say that sometimes your expectations are not met in what you think they should be. And just watch yourself. You can go meet you can go meet the influencer that you like and that you think is amazing. And I'm not going to lie, I learned a lot from the guy. However, I am not going to sit here and, put on a nice set of rose-colored shades and blow smoke up people's asses. It was a good couple of experiences. The last one wasn't. And then all of a sudden, there's some things that were said that even though they pertain to somebody that is no longer a very large portion of my life, they bother me. Speaking of the fucking devil, Jesus Christ. Holy hell. I'm speaking of that person and they text. I do things a certain way. I do things my way. I always say it's your hobby, do it your way. And I mean every aspect of that. But, if you got something to say about me, say it to me. For those who got my phone number, if you have a problem with me, for God's sake, pick up the fucking phone. I'll answer. If I'm busy, I'll call you back. Drop me a text message and say, hey, fuckface, I don't like what you're saying or what you're doing. Okay? Now, when I ask you a question, because I think something is pertaining to me, and then all of a sudden you tell me some other things that you think you should tell me through a voice message and not a phone call, that's when I have a problem. And some of the things you said, you can't take back. Now, I can sit here and tell you that I hate people and no, I don't hate him. You know what? I wish him the best. I love the man because he actually helped me, figure some things out and do some things. I have love for everybody except for a few people, and those few people know who they are. So it is what it is. Yes. You're sometimes meeting, somebody that you kind of idolize can turn into a fiasco. And I'm not going to argue and bitch about it. It is what it is. It's in the past. But that's the one thing I do dislike about this hobby. Is certain people do things a certain way or act a certain way and try to flex something they don't need to flex. Bro, we know you're the biggest dude in the aquarium hobby. We've seen it. We've watched you do it over the years. Continue to do you, boo-boo. I'm going to do me. But just be a man and say something to me directly instead of doing it through a text message. That's what I got to say about that. You know what, guys? Hate is a strong word. And I'm going to put it this way. If I don't hate her, you shouldn't. Because if you got hate in your heart, it's never going to get you anywhere. That's a fact. You can sit here and I can sit here and tell you that I can't stand him. I can't this, I can't that. But yeah, hate's a strong word. I can't hate somebody I spent that long with. I spent half of my adult life with that person. So I can't hate her. Fact of everything was done incorrectly in the wrong way. Things were gone about wrong. But you know what? She made her choice. She has to deal with it. Not only did she screw herself in the end, she pretty much screwed me over as well. But you know what? I'm coming out on the other end happier. And you can still really like her. I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and most of them are full of shit. Okay? My opinion of that person that we're talking about here, June, is was things done incorrectly? Yes. Could things went about a different way? They could have. But if they did, the outcome could have been different. Say that would have happened when I wasn't. Say that would have happened when I was able-bodied and I was able to move around. It might not have been the same outcome. I might not be here talking to you guys. I could be behind bars. I could be 6 feet deep. Could have been another, it could have been a whole bunch of things. So it happened the way it happened for a reason. And for that reason, I'm thankful it went the way it did because it showed me who really has my back and who doesn't. It showed me who's going to take care of me when I'm at my lowest. And no offense to anybody. I appreciate everybody that donated to me during that event. But I'm the only one that's going to take care of me in the end. In the end, I'm the only one that's actually going to give a fuck about me. And you guys are entitled to your opinion. But I learned a lot about who I am during that. I have an anger issue. I was born with an anger issue. I have a fuse that is shorter than you can imagine. I mean, I can go from like I am right now to a complete ass like that. I can go from, I can just flip like an instant. And I remained calm. I kept my composure. I had people that I could talk to. I had friends. You know, I had people that were behind me, that supported me, that gave me advice. And there's one person that's been around for the last, man, I don't even know how long. I can't thank them enough for all they've done for me and what they continue to do for me. So I appreciate that. In my time of need, I realized and learned who my real friends are and who I can stand behind. I've got one good friend, and this doesn't go against anybody that I've met here. This is actually a friend that goes back 20 plus years. I can call this dude at 4 in the morning and tell him, hey, man, I'm in jail. Can you come get me? And he'll come get me. That's my brother. And nothing ever changed that, even though me and him have different moms. My buddy G, I love my buddy G. You know, my buddy G has done some things and helped me with some things and told me some things. I love that dude for that. And that dude he's just been my friend to the end. That is one guy that I can say I can put in a room with a freaking $1 million. I'd come back. It may not all be the way I left it, but it might be stacked neatly and counted, but it would still be there. I did 100%, in fact, handle this in a very calm and adult fashion. I handled it the way it should have been. I handled it the way I should have handled it the very first time that it happened. There's a lot to this story that I didn't tell people. I mean, even though you guys got my members only got to watch that live stream that I had up for 24 hours. I'll never put that back out again. I may delete it off of my channel. But you guys know what I went through to an extent. Now, there's other people that know the full story. And that's why I keep it the way I keep it. I have friends that know the information and I have friends that don't. And I'm going to agree with this right here. That is how you handle things. You do it in person. You don't handle shit over the phone. You can handle it over the phone, but be live. Don't do it through a text message. The last year of my life, I'm going to be honest with you. Today makes 1 year that I have been living here in this house alone. 1 year by myself. And guys, in that year, I've had 2 surgeries, an infection that almost killed me. I had a PICC line went from my arm to my heart. I mean, I've had a rough year, but you know what? I'm still standing. It's going to take more than that to get me. Just saying. And then, like Garcia. Right there, baby. Right there. There is a person out there. They know who they are. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. That person knows who they are. They know I appreciate them. And hopefully one of these days they'll know that everything they've done to help me didn't go unappreciated. That goes for all of you that's helped me too. I mean, Jesus, some of you guys have helped me in more ways than you know. And the majority of you are in the chat right now. And there's a few of you that aren't. So that's that. Let's get over that sappy shit. I do have 20 electric blue Akara coming. I got, that's what I want to do. I want to get back into breeding my Akara. And they're going to be for personal use, to be honest with you. I got my personal use Akara. They're going to be my emotional support pet. I wonder if I could take them on a plane. This is my emotional support fish. Wonder if that'll work. Might have to try that. Can you imagine that? You're walking through Walmart with a fish in a bag or in a bowl. Sir, you can't have that here. It's my emotional support animal. It's my service animal. Finding Fish Fam has been a game changer for me. I'm going to be honest, man. Finding half of you guys has been a game changer for me. When I first started doing this, I was just doing videos just to post, my tanks. And legitimately, I put it on there just in case something happened to me that my other half could, hear my voice and see my face because, I was going through some shit. I knew I was going to have some surgeries. I never thought it honestly would get to where it is now. I didn't think I would have as many people watching me. I didn't think I'd have people that actually give two shits about me, but I do. And I appreciate it. You know, do I get along with everybody out there? No. Am I going to? No. Will I ever? Probably not. You know, that is what it is. What up, New Bird? So, also knows nobody should be in anybody's business. Just mind their own and handle it the right way. I agree. 100%. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I do really want to rename Noisy. I don't think that name, she'll always be Noisy. It's a female. I know that. But I just want to find something that fits that fish. We'll have to keep Noisy in the name, but we're going to have to find something that will actually do it. So, something Noisy. Because she's really mean. So we got Tim in the house. We got Byrne in the house. We got Garcia in the house. We have June in the house. We've got a bunch of people in the house. We had a bunch of people talking and it was going well. So, I mean, that's that. Slim Tim has definitely got his new baby with him. He's laying on his lap. He may be still changing a diaper and cleaning poop off some nuts. That's a good time. Do. My fault. I've been busy with my crackhead. Hey, whoa! You can't call her a crackhead. However, bro, she got to be like 4 feet tall, man. I seen the picture that Lauren posted. Jesus, man, that little girl gonna be driving soon. I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna have to make my way down there. I gotta meet a few of you guys. I gotta, of course, I gotta meet Slim Tim because I mean, come on, it's Slim. I gotta meet Jesse. I gotta meet Byrne in person. Gotta meet Byrne's daughter in person because I got to. So we got how about Mosquito? That sounds like a good name for her. Oh man. You know, I was thinking something. You know what? Let's just stick with Noisy. It fits her. We'll just stick with her. Noisy fits her. That fish will strike the glass, man. You put your hand there, it's just woof. It's amazing. I plan on coming down there, Byrne. I don't know if it's going to be this year. It's probably going to be next year. I missed a lot of work. Slim, if I'm going to be down there, I'm going to meet your wife and you. Welcome in, Noisy. But when I had no idea there was actually a piece of driftwood left in that tank. So Noisy has moved all of the sand around in that tank, and now we have a piece of driftwood that I forgot was in there. You don't change that fish's name ever. I'm going to change it. It's a female, man. I understand Noisy is a good name, but it's a female. Maybe we call her Miss Noisy. Or that Noisy Bish. That actually works. Damn, big dude, you still smashing. Fish is big. Man, the last time I stuck my hand in that tank to do some tank maintenance, she struck me and brought blood. I was like, man, I'm going to have to jump in the tank. So I was cleaning it the next time, and she come at me. I mean, she come from the other side of the tank, and I let her eat the tube of the python. I'm like, nope, you ain't doing that. Hey, Burn, guess what? I got 2,000 subscribers, bro. $2,000 subscribers. That's a devil for you. That is a fact. She is definitely a ham too, man. She eats like going out of style. Like I feed her the Akari Cichlid Gold, and she eats like a handful of it. So we got to 2,000 subscribers. We're going to get to that wonderful 4,000 watch hour mark. And then we're going to focus on Not Total Garage, getting that to the 2,000 or the 4,000 watch hour and the 1,000 subscriber mark. And we're going to have 2 fully monetized channels. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to pay to play on the other one. I already paid to play on this one. It's time to do it on the other one. She has made a little bit of an investment, has made me some subscribers. Now I just got to do the legwork of getting there, and I don't care. We're going to get there. Man, why does everybody and their mother want to text me tonight? Usually when I'm busy, nobody wants to talk to me. Or I'm not busy, nobody wants to talk to me. I get on a live stream, and everybody's got to talk to me. My friend told me to run into the store. If I'm still alive when you get home, I'll rejoin. I said, okay, but you should drive to the store. You'll get there faster. She's like, I don't have a car, ass. I'm like, oops. How about Cardi B? No, I'm going to leave Cardi B alone. I'm going to stay away from female rappers. They're too busy trying to beat each other up. Oh, man, that fish is still kicking. Beautiful as ever, too. Well, guys, we've reached that critical 1 hour and 50-minute mark. I am about out for the night. My throat's starting to hurt. Maybe I should stop, Shaquille O'Neal and Dong all day. I had a long day. I implemented a new tactic of the workflow at work today, and I have to say that my method worked better than the owner's method. So I'm proud of that. So we're going to get that running better. I got some more news coming in the next week, so stay tuned. Burn knows the news. Nobody else does. I haven't really shared it with anybody other than Burn. Yeah. So I think I'm going to end it. I appreciate everybody who was here. June, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. And guys, you got to remember something. It's your hobby. Do it your way. There ain't no other way but yours. Do it. Now go do something other than watch me.